Hey! Told you I'm wet-headed today. I decided, you know what? The hair's not important. If you don't like me already, that's okay. This ain't gonna make a bit of difference. So, wait for some people to come on. Thank y'all for being patient. It's been kind of crazy around here lately, so. Hey, brother. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Bobby. Don't care. Don't care. Hey, Dana. Hey, Lisa. I got a wet head, everybody. Sorry. I have time to uncover it if it's bothering anybody. How you doing, huh? Hey, Michelle. Hey. Big hugs to you, too. Hey, Tom. Hey, Joanne. Hey, Glenda. Hey, Lisa. Oh, Lord. Thank you, sweetheart. You don't have to say that. This is my 25th broadcast. It's our anniversary. Happy anniversary. Hey, Daniel. Hey, Patty. Hey, Sheila. If I skip you, it's because it's going fast. Thank you, Tracy. You're sweet. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Bobby. Yeah, how y'all like this wet look? Ain't it just, you know? So I hope everybody's had a great week. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Yvonne. It's been kind of crazy here. When's it not crazy? But we're all blessed, so that's great. I love you too, Don. Thank you. Oh, night, Kevin. Sleep with the angels. God bless. Hi, bye. I know it's late because the kids are home. Hey, Marion. Howdy. So, yeah, it's been a busy week. You know, with the kids and with everything else. Hi, Evan. Hey, everybody. If I say hey, excuse me, still trying to get over this bronchitis stuff. I know it just from being busy and sick and kids and sick and everything. But we're doing great. We're blessed. We're doing, hey, Mom, Becky. But we're doing good. Hey, Kim. I hope you are blessed as well. Writing a lot, you know, working with my awesome friend and Vaughn Daniel. I was trying to see who that was. I know, I gotta come to Nashville. I am gonna be coming because I'm gonna be helping. Well, excuse me. Daddy likes a couple of my songs and he wants to play around with them. So I will be coming to Nashville soon. So it's exciting. Hey, Marion. That's my mom, Becky. Hey, Tammy. I have bronchitis, so I'm getting over it, so it just takes a while. Yeah, so I've just been writing and just every now and then I share stuff with y'all, you know. I always like to share with y'all and get y'all's opinion because it means a lot to me. I also like, you know, if you go on my YouTube page, you know, you hear stories and any interviews I've done is on there. So everything's under Sally Gentry, like Instagram and Facebook and all that. So, hey, Paula. He's sleeping. Honest to God, he's sleeping. Hey, Janice. I love you, sweetie. Hey, Sonia. I got a wet head, y'all. I'm looking for anybody who'll sing my demos, honest to God. I have like I've written over 700 songs, and they're just packing up, stacking up. I'm just waiting for the right artist to come along. Thank you, Ivan. You're always in my heart and prayers too, sweetie. Roll Tide. Without a doubt. Come on, girl. Yeah, right. Like I could wake that up? No. It's not that I can't wake him up. It's what he's like after. And you should know that, Paula. You know John. Right one. See, that's the thing. Is like I can do it. I've done it a few times when I was first started writing. But if it's like not a part of me, it's like hard for me to just throw some BS out there, if you know what I mean. So, oh yeah, he's growing, and then little Bean is a little girl for Coffee Bean, and she's healthy, and everything's going great. So we're really excited. On Reverb Nation on my page on Facebook, or if you just go on Reverb Nation, just type in my name. On YouTube, on Facebook, on Reverb Nation has all my demos. Now please understand, the demos are, I write the words, okay? I write all the words, pretty much. Except for a couple that had some help. But I don't sing, so don't think that's me singing. It ain't. I write. So, but yeah, you can get on ReverbNation.com. It's REVERB Nation.com, and just type in my name. And I have like, I think 16 or 17 demos up now. So we're going to Tom. We've been talking about it, but I waited 2 years to even tell him that I was writing. So. And you can buy the song that I wrote for Daddy called Half of Who You Are. It was the very first song I wrote, and Philip Dane Powell. You can go on iTunes and you can buy that song. But that's the only one I have up right now until I get some other artists who'll put some up. So, yeah, Dana, I mean, I'm really excited. Well, you know what? Let me tell you a little story just real quick. So, I don't know how many of y'all know, but I had a mentor named Tommy Southard. And he was an entertainer himself for a while, and then he'd been a songwriter for a really long time. And so somebody told me about him, and I kept sending him my writings. Just kept sending him my writings. Never heard nothing from him, but I kept sending him my writings. Well, one day, after about, I guess 2 months, he goes, well, I guess you're not going to leave me alone, and you're pretty good, so I'll come out of retirement, and I'll, like, mentor you. And I'm like, oh my gosh, wow, I need someone that did know the way and wouldn't, like, screw me over, So, it was January, a couple of years ago, and he said, Sally, I want you to do me a favor. I said, okay. And he goes, write a Christmas song. Now I'm thinking, Tommy, it's January, Christmas just passed, And he's like, no, he goes, just do it. Write a country song, Christmas song, sorry. And he goes, I'll give you to June. And this was in January. Well, the next day I had it. So I sent it. And it was the only time he'd ever said something. He goes, I'm jealous of you. I've never even wrote a country song. So that song, not even 2 weeks later, was picked up by a friend of mine and was going to be in a movie. But the funding fell through. Didn't happen. It happens. So, a couple weeks ago, Daddy, this was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. A couple weeks ago, Daddy goes, hey, how about we get together and write a Christmas song? I'm like, well, I kind of got one, and so I sent it to him, and he was like, I like it, let's just tweak it some. So I will be coming up, and it's just amazing how full circle that came, because I wouldn't have wrote the song if Tommy hadn't asked me to. So I hope y'all enjoyed that story. He's gone now, but he's always in my heart, so. Hey, Jackson. Hey, Wesley. Hey, Johnny. Marilyn. I'm sorry, I was into the story. I'm not going to cry, though. Not crying. Tom. Do I play instruments? I probably can. I know that, well, actually, I know I can, but it's just like, to me, when I was growing up, it was like boring, you know? Like they had piano lessons, and she would come once a week, and she'd have me learn like one lesson a week. And I would wait till about 10 minutes before she got there and learn it, because I do it by ear. I don't know how to read music like Daddy. So I do it by ear. But my real passion is writing. That's really what my heart is. That's what it's in, is the words. Hey, Johnny. Hey, Sandra. Hey, LaRue. I love you. Oh, thank you, Patty. I mean, really, thank you. Oh, hey, Marilyn, thank you. My hair's wet, but hey, I put a little makeup on, so at least I look decent. I won't scare your kids away. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Marilyn. I'm saying hey over to people. I'm sorry, because it's going like so fast. Hey, Debbie. So yeah, Tommy is a lot of things are because of Tommy. I probably wouldn't be writing right now if it wasn't for him, honestly, so. Sure, Connie, I'll take a look at anything. Well, yeah, most of the time, Jackson. Yep, most of the time. Okay, Patty, I can do that. I can remember that name. It's pretty easy. Okay. Oh, real quick, if y'all want to hear the Christmas song that I was talking about on the Reverb Nation, it's called The Greatest Gift. So you can hear it there if you want to hear it. Actually, above my last post, you can just click and it goes to my Reverb page, I believe. So yeah, you know, just being mom, being blessed and loving y'all don't, I miss y'all. Just things get crazy sometimes, you know. Hey, Mom Sharon. Mom Becky, you know how much I love you. Yeah, you know, Sandra, I do sing, but I don't sing around other people because I don't want to scare them. So thank you, Jackson. But be proud of me when I've actually done something. I haven't done anything yet. Okay, Michelle, I'll definitely, yep, that's it. Thank you, Michelle. Y'all click on that link right there. And that's all my demos, so. Well, they're not all my demos. They're the only demos I have right now. See, that's why I need artists who would like to, like, have some material, or if they want to collaborate or start from scratch, whatever. I'm just writing. Let's write something. Thank you, Jackson. That means a lot to me. You know that. I don't have a big family, y'all, and I don't come from this big family, and I don't have a lot of real friends. So when I say I love y'all and y'all are my family, it's the truth. You know, I love my mom and dad. Of course, I would never disrespect them in any way. And Josh and Aunt Wanda and the few family members I have left, but that's, you know, I got my babies and grandbabies now, so I'm grateful. I think that's why God waited for me to start writing when I did, because I was a mom first. And that's what I did. Like I said, I didn't start writing until like, it'll be almost 10 years ago. So, Yeah, Tom, yeah, it's like over 700 now. I quit counting. Okay, Connie, I'll check it out. Thank you, Patty. And just Sal. But thank you. It's okay. You can always go back. And see, what I'll do is I post this on YouTube too. So if you didn't get to be a part of it and you still want to see it, it's on there too. So like any stories I tell is on there, you know. And if you do go to YouTube, please subscribe. I know you hear this all the time when you go on YouTube, and I'm sorry, but please subscribe and like, because they're like messing with videos now. And I have like 300 something viewers now, which is very tiny. But if you just like hit that subscribe and like, I'd appreciate that very much. You know what? We need to come up with a name for, I don't know about fans. Look at y'all's friendly. Friendly. See? I need help. I look at y'all's family and friends. I was thinking, like, if somebody had mentioned before when we were making a joke, I said, like, Sal's Pals, but I don't know. If y'all have any ideas and y'all would actually be willing to do a fan club, I'll do it. I mean, I love y'all, you know, so anything I can do to make anybody smile, I'll do. So, hey, Carol. Mom asked I got your bracelets on, like I always do. Yeah, I like that, Jackson. That's cute. It's kind of gotta be like, you know how they come up with the names for stuff, you know, like, I don't know. It's gotta be like short, you know. I don't know. I mean, I don't even know if I'm gonna do it. A couple people mentioned it, but it had to take somebody running it, and, you know, because I can't be there all the time. It's like Mama Becky, or Becky Hedrick, y'all see, she keeps my songbook. Every single thing I've written, she has a copy of. And if it wasn't for her, I don't know what I'd do, because I don't remember what I wrote yesterday. So, but, I just like Sal's Pals, or, I don't know. I'm good at writing a song, but, but yeah, I mean, if I see, like, you know, especially like on the YouTube, because it tells you how many people actually do listen to your songs and watch your videos and stuff. So if I get to a certain number, sure. I mean, I would love it. That'd be cool. I mean, I send y'all a letter every month. Write you a song for your birthday. I see Connie, thank you. Hey, Monica. I gotta get my hair cut, y'all. I really do. I got it out of here. They're doing good. They're doing good. John's sleeping. And it's Saturday night, so the kids are doing what kids do, I guess. I thought I had a hair thingy, but I don't. See? Need help. Thanks, Marilyn. Yeah, we gotta think of something cute. If Sal's Pals don't work, then that's cool. But because see, Sal, this was kind of funny. Not only is that what I'm called, like Sal, you know, but my initials, because my married last name is Lutz, so my initials are really Sal, because it's Sally Ann Lutz. That's my middle name's Ann. So if you wanted to know that. No, I mean like tiny, like dead ends. I won't cut my hair. No, 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 no. I did that one time. Literally, I had my hair down to like almost my waist, and it had like the layers. If it didn't look just flat, I don't do that. I mean, you know, it's pretty, but it was just too long. And I was pregnant with Emma at the time, and I thought, you know what? I'm having a baby. My hair's too long. I don't know if you remember Faith Hill's really short haircut she did, where they even razored up the back. Yeah, I did that. Yeah. And I cried for 3 weeks. About 3 weeks, I think it was. So I will not cut it again. We'll have to do like a, you know, let's name this, if we're going to have this little club, and people give their ideas and names, and then we'll come up with something. Y'all are so sweet. I love y'all so much. Yes, they do. They have like a, you know, it's not like Birmingham, but yeah, we have a small airport. I love you, Mama. Thank you. It's been a long but good day. I made a dish. Like, I don't get to cook a whole bunch because there's some issues that, but I can cook. Can cook anything. And tonight I made a crock pot dish I hadn't made in like years, and the kids and John were so happy. So it's been fun. Just a little tired, but I'm good. I'm good. Keep on going. Dana, I don't think so. Honestly, but I don't know. I don't want to say A or day. I don't know. I remember always the star and the, what's the other? There was a star, and there used to be, what was the other thing they used to have? I forgot. Hey, darling. Brother Daryl, he's a good friend of mine. What's the other thing? You know what I'm talking about? There was a star, and then there was like another, when I was smaller, I remember there was something else. I don't remember. It was funny because I was trying to get ready, and Anthony, he plays, you know, video games and sometimes, and he does it where he can talk to his friends, and he goes, "Oh, Mommy, you look pretty. You making a video?" That's sad. When Mommy looks pretty, she's gonna make a video. So, anybody have any questions or want to know anything or that I, you know, within reason can answer? You know, I will. Hey, David. Oh my gosh, how long has it been? Hey, I'm gonna be like 26 in a couple of days, so you know. I was born on Mother's Day, so yeah. Hey there, Mom. What have you been up to, David? Are you in Fort Payne still? John's sleeping, brother. Somebody said it like second thing, I think, in the room, and yeah, he's had a very long day, so. Yeah, David, I know. I was 6 when we met. How could I forget? Dang. Hey, Jessica. Johnny, I will go back and look. I'm sent so much stuff and I get things confused. I'm sorry, but if I have it, I'll go back and I'm sure I have, but I'll try. I will get to it if I have it. I'm sorry. Hey, Jessica, sweetheart. Mom, it depends on like if Lex and them want to go, and then I probably will watch Oliver. I'm not sure about that, but I'll be there on the day when everybody comes down there. I'll be at the fan club on that day, so. Johnny, but anyway, what I was getting to is I literally get sent up to anywhere from some days I won't have any, and then some days I'll have 6 different people send me their writings, and they're all wanting me, so, hey, John, I have to go out and look, and I don't ever want to mix people up or anything like that, so just give me a little time, because I'm also working on my stuff, too, but I will, Johnny, I will, I will. Oh, Miss Marilyn, I love you, and she's smiling, she's happy, and I have to tell myself that about a few people in my life, because they watch over me, they're so close to me, and it's like the closest people in my life have gone home already, so I'm just, waiting for the day. Oliver is a mess. He is cute as a button, but he's all boy, and she's going to have a little girl, and I just can't wait to see how it's going to play out, because this is going to be really funny. Because Oliver is very intelligent, and he picks up on things so fast. I mean, it's like amazing to me. And then you start remembering your kids and my kids and what they did and stuff, but... So, I was wondering, it's not a big deal or anything, but, like, do y'all care when I share, like, just the writing, the raw writing that doesn't have anything, or is that not something that y'all read? I don't want to, like, post that something, and then people don't want it, you know what I mean, so... I love you too, Jackson. You're always in my heart. Always. That'll never change. Well, nobody's talking. So, I love doing this because I get to talk to you. But there is a website called YouNow. And I'm going to start doing it on there too. And you just click it, and y'all actually get to talk and see me back and forth so we can actually see each other. It's fun doing this, but I don't get to see y'all, and so I'm kind of... Oh, Miss Marilyn, I couldn't... There is no way in God's blessed world that I could name a favorite song. I might have like a top 20... Because I love music from the 50s and every genre, up to now. And so my selection would be so huge. There's just no way. There's just too many. Well, all my songs are copyrighted, because, I wrote them. So that's, like I said, that's not the issue. The issue is just getting somebody to do them. Thank you, Joanne. That means a lot to me. And Michelle. I usually literally hurry, run, sit down, type, and this is the truth. Miss Cole taught typing at the high school, and I had done typing since I was a little girl because I did it for fun. Yeah, I know. I did it for fun. But I actually got to not have to take that class because I was already typing faster than... So, yeah, I come and I type it because it comes... God gives me like a line and I better go write it or I forget it. So... Yeah, Dad and them, they done well for themselves. I agree. I like their songs too. We have over 100 comments so far, y'all. Yay! Patty, that has happened to me twice. And both songs were about God. So, yes, ma'am. My hair's dry now, so you can see what Sally's hair looks like when it hasn't been fixed. Thank you, John. I mean, when I put one out for y'all to read, it's like a part of my heart, and I love to hear constructive criticism because my whole goal is to connect, for example, like, music got me through so much growing up. I didn't have, like, huge outlets I could go talk to because I had a family name and, to protect. It was different for me, So writing really gives me, like, an outlet to, do that, so. Thank you, Mom. You're right, Mom Becky. Every single one, whether it's something I've dealt with or been through, it's somebody that I know or love has. So it all comes from my life and my heart. Alice, the family is doing really, really good. We're really blessed. Dana, no, not all of them are religious. No, don't get me wrong, I ain't got any in there booty shaking or nothing like that. But no, like, there's a song I wrote that I actually posted, and it's called Hide From Your Smile, and it's like a soul, kind of jazzy. That's the thing, is nobody can put me in a box. I don't write just country, I don't write just R&B or, whatever. I just write whatever comes from my heart and what it feels like. And then also, you have to take into consideration that I give my words to an artist, and if they feel and see a different way, then that, of course, we're changing that. So, and that happens a lot, which is fine. So, yeah, I love it. That's how I learned, was by reading other people's stuff and learning different ways and how they would go about it. Some people are really big on wordplay, some are more dramatic. But, anything that I could learn about writing and music, anything, it's like a sponge, watching the legends and how they started. And, I love just the whole ball of wax kind of thing, good or bad. There's more bad in it right now, and that's why we won't get into that, but there are very few true artists left anymore. So, Jackson, do you know that most of my songs came from about 2 or 3 songs that we flipped and made into one? So, yeah. That happens a lot, actually. You have, like, 2 songs that mesh, or the biggest one we had, like, 4 different songs we meshed all together. I think that was Turn and Walk Away. Yeah. Hey, Jennifer. God bless you and leave you too, sweetie. Hey, Mary Beth. Hey, Wanda. Yeah. Pretty much. Except for a couple, just, you go, because I write, like I said, I just go and write, and send, and then after, I'll go look over it, or somebody I'm working with, they'll go over it, and I'll go, let's do this, or let's do that with this one, and it just goes, whoop, like a puzzle, and fits. So, yeah. Hey, Wanda, I love you too, sweetheart. I love you all. Thank y'all. Y'all don't have to spend your night doing this, and I really appreciate it. Y'all are so sweet. Yeah, Jackson, you're right. Unless it's like the song I wrote for Daddy, that was just it. There, you know what I mean? There wasn't any play with that song. It's like I knew I wanted to say. But with any of the other songs, pretty much, it's been like either a collab of some of my songs written, or mine just kind of, fiddle with a little bit. Well, Danny, that's for me. I can't write as fast as it comes through here, but I can type really fast. So that's why I have to type everything. Michelle, honestly, I think that the artists that, if they really like my music that much, they'll make it their own. And it would be like, I can't see it being in like any extreme category, but I mean, somebody could take one of my songs and turn it into an R&B, or they could take it and jazz it up or soul it up or country or whatever. But see, the way I look at it is like, I give the words, but the artist brings it to life, and they have to feel it and know that. So it's like when you find the right people to work with, it just clicks, and and it's hard to find those people anymore, especially people that think they can get ahead because of my family. So yeah, I'm like, no, that's their deal. I'm just Sal. So I've been to Nashville so many times, and in Muscle Shoals and different studios all over the. Rock it out. Yay, yay, woo, woo. Hey, Elaine. I just love music. Like, I'm a total, 70s, 80s, little bit of the 90s kind of thing. That's what I like, so. Sometimes it is, and other times when you hear the back story of the song, you're like, wow, I didn't get that. Yeah, but it was something to somebody else. And that's what I mean by, touching people. It does it in different ways, different stories, different lives, but if it touches somebody's heart, then that's the payoff for me. It's like Daddy said, you don't get into songwriting for the money. That's not what it's about. And you don't pick it picks you. There's no on-off switch. Yeah, Fleetwood Mac and back when, Otis Redding and the Commodores. And come on, I mean, that's so much amazing. And it's back when they really had to sing and they really had to play because they didn't have auto-tune and they weren't there shaking their butts with nothing on them. I mean, really? This is where we are in music now, and people wonder why I don't listen to it. I go looking for people who aren't known and actually have talent. So, Journey, just the city. Oh, yeah, come on, Journey is one of those. That's one of the songs in my top 20. Is Journey, definitely. No, Tom, it's always words first, and then a melody will start, but it's literally just God seriously just pops a little line in my brain. I'm like, and it just flows. It takes me about 10 to 15 minutes to write a song. So, okay, John, I'll do the best I can. I've been through a lot in my life. I'm just not one of those people that are able to tell a lot of it, but I'm very understanding and I'll help any way I can. Hey, Michael. One of my great friends for a while now, Michael. Always most beautiful postings he writes. He's a great writer. Yeah, I told on you. Y'all see all this over here behind me? John he is, but he hadn't done it in a while. He's a DJ, and he has over 25,000. These are LP records. He has over 25,000 of them. Hey, Michael. Sandra, no, I understand. And, I mean, if people are nice about it, and, that's fine. And if I have the time, I don't care. But it's the ones that go, look at it now. Tell what you think right now. What do you think right now? And they think it happens like that, and they don't understand that it's not. And those are the ones you can tell that are fake. They're in it for their own reasons, and I don't want to work with those kind of people, so. Tom, no. I write a song. Now, I might go back in after and, take a line out or rearrange a word. But as far as, starting one and then going and coming, I can't do that. It literally just, one song just flows. And that one sitting is a song. Every time I sit down to write is a song. So. Now, I've had ideas for a title of a song that I've held on to and I haven't written about yet, and that I carry them around in my head. Kind of when the time's right, it'll happen. But as far as when I sit down and write, no, it takes me about 10-15 minutes, and that's it. Thanks, Patty. Like I said, I give all all praise, and it goes to God. He's the one that gave me that gift and puts that little thought in your head. And lately, though, He has had me writing a lot for Him. So if you look at the songs I've written lately, most of them have been more, inspirational and for our, our Father. But as far as put me in a box, no, I don't fit in a box, so. I didn't think I could either, Patty. I didn't really. The night I sat down and wrote Daddy's song, I didn't know what I was doing. I just felt this emotion for him so strong and just started writing. And from that point on, I'm just trying to hone in on that. But I didn't ever think I was ever going to be. I always knew I wanted to be doing something in the music industry, but I didn't want to be in the industry, on the stage. I don't want that. I love sharing my songs, and David, you sure about that? I got over 700, bud. Literally, anybody that wants to get together and help out, and we do some demos and get them out there, and of course you'll get credit if you help out. Y'all know me, come on. But, yeah, right now it's basically just writing and waiting for somebody to go, hey, do you have something like this? Or can you write something like this? If somebody knows what they want, I'll tell them, give me a couple of days, kind of let it stir around. And then there's some times that, it doesn't come that easy, so. You got that right, Jackson. We both need a gold medal, right? Excuse me. Sorry. That was so rude. Sorry. I love y'all so much. Y'all are so awesome. Elaine, most of the time in my brain, I have, something. I don't want to call it a song done in my head. I have the words done. It's really the artist who hears it, and they kind of turn it into what they feel or their genre. And if it clicks, whether it's country or whatever, like I said. So A few times I do, but that's one of the reasons why I don't do the music in my head or the melody, because if I write something and I have that in my head and somebody doesn't do it that way, that could hurt me as a writer when you're just wanting to connect to people. And so I hope that makes sense. It's harder to, it's easier than it sounds, I guess. But, yeah. So, I know, Connie, sweetie, but I'm live right now and I can't go look at it right now, so you're going to have to give me a little bit, okay? Sandra, yeah, I answered that a little bit before, but it's okay, I don't care. I can, and if I really dedicated myself, I could probably do really, I don't know. But it always, like, I took piano lessons once. It just bored me. It was like, wasn't a challenge, I guess you could say. So, and plus I was so into, like, sports growing up. I played sports. You know, I wasn't into music. I was into riding around with my friends and hanging out. But since I didn't start writing until, I'm going to be 26, coming up and everything. And so, I was a little later starting to write because I guess I needed the life experience because I was so sheltered growing up. I had to be. I mean, when you get threats they're going to kidnap your kids, you have to be careful, and your life's not like everybody else's. So, hey, Carolyn. Okay. So, Sandra, I probably could. Like, for example, Lexi, my oldest, who has the grandbaby, and another one coming. She literally picked up the guitar within 10, 15 minutes of having it. And she was really good at it. And I remember she was at a talent show, and there was a band. And their bass player didn't show up. So they go to Lexi because they knew she played the guitar, but she'd never picked up a bass, ever. And but from watching and paying attention, she literally picked up that bass and didn't miss a lick. So she has that, and they all have, whether it's singing or dancing or whatever it is, they all have some talent and love of music. But it's what's funny about most families, if you see that are famous, a lot of their kids don't go and do what they do because they get to see the other side that fans don't. So that's why, they don't hear a lot from. But just promise me the people you do see and you hear on the radio and stuff, don't put them on no pedestal. They are no different than me and you, and some of them are a lot worse. But that's not for me to say, like, judge or anything. I'm just being honest from what I've dealt with and the people I've dealt with. Yeah, pretty much Tom is like that. I mean, instead of just music, I hear the words, which is funny because even as a child, the words are always, I wouldn't even listen to the tune of the song first. I would listen to the words first. And I've told this before, my dad used to give me, like, this big envelope of demos, and they come in cassette tapes back then. And I'd be, like, 8 years old, and he'd go through these and pick out the ones that are good. And so I've always gone by ear and by, like, what it makes you, does it make you feel, do you connect, do you know? And people are just writing to throw some words out there, and when it really comes from their soul. So I'd rather give one great song than 10 mediocre, fake songs. So I love you, Mama Becky. I wish I could hug you, but I love you so much, and thank you again for everything. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. So I love you. Mwah. So John Denver he's in one of those categories, I'd like to say, that nobody else will ever sound like him, do music like him. It's kind of like same thing with like Stevie Nicks. Nobody will ever sound like her, and nobody's ever going to write music like her. There are those little diamonds in all places. So that's what I like to look for in things, And now I'm just flapping. That's it. I mean, literally, there is a song for everything you go through in your life. And it's amazing because it's such a universal language that even, like, people in Africa, they know Amazing Grace. I mean, they were, it's just beautiful. And that's why it's a gift. And you don't take it for granted, and you give back. And that's what I try to help people, and and do the best I can. And I just feel like, if it's meant to be, then one of these days it will. And if not, then I have a lot of family and friends that love me and don't care. And they like what I write, so that's why I look at it. Yeah, Carolyn, he does. It's just been like a little difficult because they were touring. But I think they're taking a break for right now. I'm not real sure. I'll ask about it, but I'm pretty sure that he is. So, yeah. Well, that's funny, Jackson, because when people, they ask it, I'll say, the group Alabama, and they'll go, oh, yeah, Sweet Home Alabama. I'm like, no, that was Leonard Skinner. My home's in Alabama, and they're like, oh, yeah. So. Hey Kim, how are you, sweetie? Kim's been a part of my life for a very long time. She's seen me when I looked like a boy. Well, as soon as I find out Carolyn, I'll let y'all know. I just hadn't even asked or talked. Things been going, like I said, crazy around here for a little bit. What is this? See this? See? Wait, really? Don't care. Just don't care. Yeah, Kim, it was funny. I was going to the fan club the other day. I was remembering where the offices were and stuff and where you always were. It was like crazy. I've connected with so many people, like, from back in that day, just because of Facebook. So I'm grateful for that because, they're not there anymore, so. So, Kim, was I a good girl or was I mean? So far, what I've heard, and I'm not sure if it's set in stone, but it's what I keep hearing, is Lucille Elizabeth, and calling her Lucy. Well, I'll be there on Fan Appreciation Day. I'll be there. Thank you, Kim. I try. Hey, Corey. Yeah, they named Oliver as Oliver Wyatt, and they're that's what's so funny is the names that I picked up. And we're talking like Lexi's 21, so she's the names I did back then. And it was like Alexis, I'm call her Lexi, and then Jessica, I'm call her Jessie, and Emily, I'm call her Emma. And it was like, after all that, those were all the number one names, like, after. It was like funny going, what am I, like, picking up? It was funny, though. But I wanted, like, Anthony is Anthony, or Tony, for John's side. He has an Uncle Tony and Anthony's, lots of Anthony's. And his name's Anthony Wayne, because my dad's middle name's Wayne, so that's where that comes from. And Emily Gale, my little, they call her the Gentry baby. Gail's my mother's middle name. And Samantha is just the name me and John loved. And Marie is his mother's name. So we tried to incorporate all my family in some way. So can't see you. I'm not. I've been told more times than I can count. I'm too nice. I'm too trusting. I'm emotional. And the thing is, it took me a while to figure out those are my character traits. They're not faults. And they make me who I am. And if people don't like it, then they don't have to. But I have to answer for myself. And so I was just always told and brought up that I'm not any better than anybody else, and no one's better than me. And whatever you do in your life, give it all you have. And my mom used to say, even if you're a garbage man, you'd be the best daggone garbage man in the world. It was not ever riding coattails from Daddy, or, like I said, it was 2 years before I even told him I wrote. And I wanted to own this because I've always been known as Teddy Gentry's daughter. Nobody knew my name, a few, but it was always Teddy Gentry's daughter, and I wanted to be known as Sally. So I started out with like Sally G, and then people kept getting that mixed up, so I just finally went with Sally Gentry. And if they bring Daddy up, then I'll be like, thank you so much, but this isn't about him, this is me. So, but my whole life I've watched them work their butt off and to get what they have and accomplish what they have, and it's not easy by any means. So yeah, John is not the kind of person you want to upset. He again is from Brooklyn, New York. I just know that when he's around, I'm safe. Excuse me. I'll just be honest with y'all, we're just hanging out, right? I've never looked at myself as being like, people say like pretty and stuff, and I'm not fishing for compliments, please, I can't stand people say that. I've always just didn't ever think that much of this up here, and I just want my heart and my personality. That's kind of what, And so it's really hard for me to take compliments, even to this day, but I appreciate it. So if I've learned to just say thank you. Thank you, Lane. We know that it's a gift, and it can be given and it can be taken away. And if you abuse it, I'm grateful for the family that I had, and the few I have left. But so many things you have to learn through life and through experiences, especially in a life like Daddy and them had. It's like when they had a plane for a while, and you were asking about an airport. Yeah, they had a plane here for a while, so they could, fly here or fly there. And I'll tell you a little story. How many out there, if you're on, know Steve Bolin? If you know, just say yay. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, well, Steve Bolin was their security guard from the time I was moved from Myrtle Beach, so I guess around 2. And he was always a part of our family. It's like one year he dressed up as Santa, and we were like 4 years old, and Bruce Burnett, and God bless him, and just, Victor, even from the Bowery, the guy who gave them the chance and made their t-shirts and did all that, he still owns it and runs it. Most of y'all know that. But it's all like family. We all have, it's been a connection with these people for years, so, I was really blessed to know a lot of great people. And then again, there's a lot of not so great people. And, I've seen people say, you should thank me for that shirt you're wearing and things like that, just mean. And there is no book, you can go read, that tells you how to deal with people who are ignorant and don't understand things. But so I just read the Bible and I pray for them. Yeah, he is. He just big old Steve. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Mary still works down there at the fan club. Actually, she's like almost the last. Her and Miss Potts, Karen, are the ones that. But there've been so many come in and out. I literally, seriously, because I was so serious growing up about wanting to do my own thing, that I went, when I was, my first job was working at an ice cream shop that also did videos. At the top of 35, if y'all remember, used to be a video ice cream shop a long time ago. And so I worked there and dipped ice cream and did that for a while. And then the next year, I literally went to the fan club, got an application, filled it out, and sent it in. I didn't want it just given to me, but because I think there was only a couple of other people that applied and they didn't have any experience with it, so they hired me, and I used to run the gift shop. So I met a few that way. If I don't remember you, I'm sorry. I've met so many people in my life, so please don't ever take it as I don't care or an insult if I don't remember you or something, because we're talking years of people who are been, so sweet and awesome, and there's a handful that I'll always know because just circumstances, I guess, happen that way. And there's others that they're weasels, I call them. They are a worm, kind of wiggle their way in there, and they're not supposed to be there. So. But anyway. Oh, Steve, there we go. I was like, well, okay, so they had the plane, right? Here we go. Thank you very, 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 very much. Brother, for getting back on track. So here they go, they have the plane, and we're on the plane with them. We're going with them to a show, and you know how on airplanes they have the things where you do the air condition, you turn them off and you open them up. Well, he would go and turn all of them off, and this is just no disrespect, because I love him on my heart, and it's just funny. He would pass gas. Now, when Steve Bowling passed gas, I've heard, not positive, but I've heard animals have killed over, okay? So he would do that, and then all of a sudden, everybody started going, Steve, oh my gosh, Steve, my brother going, but the funnest thing on the plane, I'll say this. There was a time that my dad was looking at some property, and it was close to Prattville, Alabama, real south Alabama, and it was 3,500 acre farm. So he was going to be going to that, and he decided, since they were going to be going to that they would drop them off and then my Aunt Wanda. Aunt Wanda, if you're on here, you know. My cousin DJ, her son, and me and Josh, and then the pilot. We got to fly from, when we dropped Mom and Dad off, we fly to Atlanta and go to Six Flags. So we're having fun at Six Flags, and, you know, all this fun, you know, and then it's the first time I ever had Thai food. He took us out for Thai food, and then got back on the plane. Well, we were going to pick up Mom and Daddy, and he would go up and then drop it, and then we'd all be floating up in the airplane. But Daddy hated flying, and they didn't use it enough to really need it. But that one thing I will remember is when they won Artist of the Decade, they had the biggest party for them at the airport when that happened. That was really, really cool. So I do remember that. That was sweet. Wow, that's a long time. You know what? That's about how old I am too, Patty. Kim, you're right. Well, you know, I love y'all so much, and thank y'all for coming on. And if you see a post come up that says on you now, it's a live site that I'm going to go on in a little while, and you can actually, like, I can friend you, and we can see each other and talk to each other. But thank you for everybody who came on. I love y'all so much, and if y'all knew how much that I look forward to hearing from y'all and seeing how y'all are doing, your families, and sharing my family and my, you know, songs and stuff with y'all, and y'all accepting me for who I am. So I love you, and it was fun, Karen. I love you. Y'all have been so good to me, and thank you's not ever gonna be enough, but thank you. And good night, Michael. Love is the answer. Good night, Kim. I love you. Good night, everybody. And sleep with the angels. Be good to each other. Love one another. And know tomorrow's a new day. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. But if y'all ever, you know, next time, I try to do this about once a week. So next time, let's get some question and answers going on. I know y'all have some out there now. So I love you all, and God bless. Bye.